market's just been ripping higher for the last few months, but getting short anything has been very difficult until this hit the tape here. And I have a couple reasons why this is a good setup that going into 2021 looks to be where it's a high probability that prices in this specific stock will go lower. My name is Joshua Belanger, and this is another episode of Follow the Money. Today we're going to talk about Hormel Foods. This is a name that, if you take a look here on the chart, this is a name that hit highs in August, then pushed into November highs, double top here, and then sold off very quickly. If you take a look here at the last few candles or the last few weeks, it's making this bearish flag here. If you're a technical trader, you would say prices probably will go lower, especially with these moving averages here. And how far it will go? Well, you got some support here at 45, probably goes a little bit lower. The thing that's interesting to me, there's twofold, and the reason why it hit the tape today. One, we're going to follow the money. We saw some very strong put buying in this name. And number two, there's an issue that's going on in Taiwan right now. This is something I wasn't familiar with until just about a few hours ago. And I was talking with a friend, and there was an issue with Taiwan where the citizens there were protesting on Sunday. And the reason why is because the political party passed a trade agreement with the U.S. allowing them to use this banned substance that Asian companies like China have banned. And the drug is like Adderall, and it makes the hog's tissue a little bit, it almost sounds like how it works, it makes it sound like a steroid. And it's been banned in China, and it was banned in Taiwan until recently. So the citizens are really upset about that. Hearing that, and then seeing the activity today in hormonal, it seems to be where an institution has taken this short bet, this bearish bet on something possibly happening. Now, again, what would happen is that Taiwan would then go back to banning this substance, which would then affect the exports of hormel. So let's take a look here at the activity here. And the reason why I share this with you is because we start to, one is following the money, and then two is trying to understand why following the money. I knew the story before, so I could put it together now, and that's why when you know things and you read stuff a lot, when you read and understand what's going on, not only in the U.S. but also in the world, you kind of start putting things together and understanding the reason why someone would be putting big bucks behind this. So the activity was taking place here in the 47 contract in the expiration for January 8th, 2021. So you can see here, stands out like a sore thumb. 4,000 contracts traded in that 47, and then we see some activity here in the other strikes as well. If we just look overall, 9,500 puts traded versus 800 calls, and 94% of those traded on the ask. What that means, majority traded on the offer, being that they're bought. Not necessarily an indication, but because with open interest being very minimal and volume exceeding that, we can see that they're probably will add to open interest, and they were bought. Biggest contract, 3,400 contracts, traded at 105. This was off the exchange. That's why I traded at $1.05, but the other ones here came in at 85 cents, a dollar, and so forth. So interesting here that they're taking this position. They have 17 days to let this play out. Again, we have Christmas Eve, we have Christmas Day, you have New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. These are slow times in the market or closed. So 17 days, given the fact that they need something to happen very, very quickly here. So this would be something that they're betting. They're buying this 50 delta here. You see some of the other activity as well. And this only profits if they bought these puts if prices go lower here. Looking at the technicals, looking at some of the political environment out there, you start to make a strong case for it. One of the things I would probably look at is to get some more time. One of the ways you could do that is using a spread here, going out to the 24 expiration or even a 31. And you can see here the contracts is about 15 cent spreads, depending on where you're at here, so you got to use a limit. But one way you could look to do this would be to buy the vertical, buy the 47, possibly sell the 45, and that would be about 75 cents. It's not going to be a big winner for the sense of you put up $3, and well, you put up 75 cents, and then you $3 minus 75 cents, you $2.25 profit. You could go and look to sell maybe the 44, but I don't know what would really work and how far things would go down. So the best way, movements lower are accelerated. Best way, especially if you have some time, use some of the decay in your favor as well with those holidays coming up. If you look for something for 75 cents, it's a cheap bet. Still have 225 profit. And here we're following the money. So keep an eye on this one. This is another one. We've seen some big put buying. It's one of the few that has come across that has stuck out like a sore thumb. Most of the activity has been on the call side. So hormonal, pork issue. Keep an eye on this one. Probably goes lower. And I'll see you in the next video.